Now let me start this video off with a question. What makes a game? What makes it different from movies or books? I'll give you a second to think about it. Alright, time's up. It's all about control. Control and interactivity. Games are all about situations and challenges with set rules and how the players interact and control those situations. And I believe in this situation, the most important thing, even more than fairness or like what you're doing, I believe it should all be about how fun it is. See, horror games don't do that. I believe in a sense horror games have a lot easier than horror movies. With horror movies, you're just watching an idiot make dumb mistakes and get scared. But in video games, you are the idiot. You're the one moving towards the sound that's probably going to get you killed, and you are the one in complete control of the character, which is what most developers think is the problem. One of the main fears of humans is not being able to control a situation, and that translates a little hard into a medium that is all about player choice and control. Now when a serial killer starts running at you, most movie characters will stand and scream, or get themselves into a position that gets them killed. But as the player, you have something that the movie characters don't. You have a will. And hopefully, with that, you have common sense. You could try to run out the house. You could try to grab the sharpest object near you, defend yourself. If you notice a guy, you could try to kick him in the dick. Like, I don't care if you're Michael Kruger or Freddie Myers. You get punched in your pee-pee, you're done for. And most developers' solution to this problem is to take away control from the player. And they usually do this in 3 ways that come as an overall detriment to the gaming experience. Now, for these examples, I'm going to be using Resident Evil 4 a lot. Not because it's a bad game by any means, it's actually a great game. But it does a lot of stupid things, and for what is supposed to be the standard of any great horror game, I feel like it has a lot of problems that should really be pointed out. Most horror games suffer from a lack of control, inefficient control, or lack of knowledge on how to control. To start with the first one, most of these games don't give you any kind of weapons to defend yourself, despite the fact that you're mostly dealing with monsters and demonic abominations. How many games have you played that have given you like a flashlight, or a lamp, or maybe a camera? Shit, if the game's feeling generous, they might let you defend yourself with a little punch or kick that'll stun the enemy. But no, most of the time you're really only left with 3 means of defending yourself. Your left leg, your right leg, and the button that makes them run. If I wanted to play Scary Running Simulator, I would just pop in a bad Sonic game. And at least most of those games control well, because this leads right into the second issue, inefficient control. Most of these games will let you do the basic functions, run, shoot, move your camera around, but they will make it as overcomplicated as humanly possible. A lot of games will adopt this unorthodox method of controls and gameplay to gain some extra fear and anxiety out of the player, but to me a lot of these changes were really stupid. Like, why do I have to wait for a prompt in Resident Evil 4 just to kick someone? Or why do I stop moving every time I'm trying to aim? And if it's not complicated, it's stupid. Running in most of these games amounts to a light jog when being ran at with a chainsaw or something else trying to kill you. And I get it, some of these mechanics can become fun over time, you just have to get used to them. But in Resident Evil 4, it takes 2 seconds just to look behind myself. And yeah, I know there's a mechanic where you can instantly turn around. But this also leads into my third problem, the lack of explanation for control. Most of these games aren't really too keen with tutorials and controller layouts, or really telling you what to do at all. It kind of adds to the fear of the unknown that they want to build out, and trying to survive and find out your own things. And I'm not stupid, I don't need everything spelled out for me, but again, these games adopt a very unorthodox method of play. So when they don't explain it, like, I'm kind of just left in the dark. And again, I don't need them to spell it out for me, but a little nudge in the right direction would be appreciated. Now I know you're thinking, okay smartass, then how would you make these kind of games? And for that, I just got one word: Bloodborne. Bloodborne, in my opinion, is the perfect horror game, even though it's not really considered a horror game. Now, it's fun to control. Like, you zoom around the place like a madman, you're super fast, the combat is very satisfying, and it all feels good. yet it keeps with this dark, terrifying atmosphere with all kinds of chill thrills and stupid jump scares, and enemies that really overpower you in every sense by being 10 times bigger than you and being able to kill you in a few hits. Yet it all seems fair and it all seems fun. They even do that one annoying thing I just talked about where they don't explain anything. The Souls games are kind of notorious for that, but it always stays of constant quality and good times and fun. I still haven't beat the game, but that's not the point. The point is that horror games can still deliver powerful scares without making the players powerless. Power to the people. I mean, no, power to the players. I think that was GameStop's motto. What happened to GameStop's? Whatever. Anyways, bye.